So, hello everyone. My name is Jason. I'm a channeler and I'm here for a daily dose of hope, day 288. So, what is a daily dose of hope? It's just that I was guided back in February by my guides. They suggested I could come on every day if I wanted to give a daily dose of hope, because the energies on our planet are beginning to pick up, or they have been picking up, and they're going to continue to. Things are going to get wackier and wackier. And what does that mean? That means that when the energies pick up, our world starts to resemble a low-budget science fiction film, as it does at the moment. And so with the Daily Dose of Hope, the idea is just that we can keep that middle path between we don't have to jump into emotions about everything that's going on, into fear or into anger, into judgment, into all these different things, that instead we can watch it all play out as a story that it is. And we walk that middle path. So with the yin and yang symbol, there are the two sides, the two polarities. But if you look at it closely, there's a little line in the middle. And we walk that line and we see all the stories that are playing out, but we don't jump into polarity. And when we are in that middle path, it's the best place to create. That's where we can truly create the life that we want to live. And we can live in peace, unaffected by all of these things that are happening around us. And so that's what a daily dose of hope is about. Today, so it's going to be another short one. I'm going to go into a channeling, and before I do, I just want to share something that I was just listening to something on YouTube, and it just this thing, every time I hear things about this, it always kind of confuses me. So what it is that when people talk about Jesus or talk about the Bible, talk about Christian people, I myself am not religious. I don't practice any religion. But when people talk about religion or Christianity, they always say that, the Bible tells you that you should not go talk to channelers and anyone that's doing healing or Reiki, and those things are, the Bible doesn't say anything about Reiki, but I don't know all of the different things about channeling that it says. But I always think about it. It was like, so here's the quote. So Matthew 7:16, you will know them by their actions, or by their fruits you will know them. So he's talking about, beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves, right? It goes on. So, but by their fruits you will know them, right? So that is one. And then the other one is, from John 14:12 in the Bible, it says, Jesus says, truly I say to you, whoever believes in me will also do the works that I do, and even greater works than these, because I am going to the Father. Okay, so what did Jesus do, right? He turned like water into wine. What did he do? Magic. He did magic. He was talking with God. He was channeling. So water into wine. What's the other miracle? He was healing the sick. He was laying on hands, Reiki, right? He was laying on, it's just like, so if you look at this, that shows you that's what it is. And so all of these, I just find, it just bothers me sometimes when I hear that, just like, okay, so we're going to follow Christianity, and following Christianity means to follow, Yeshua or whatever, Jesus, right? And what he did to follow in his footsteps. What did he do? He healed the sick. What did he do? He turned water into wine. What did he do? He multiplied loaves of bread, multiplied fish, 2 fishes into multiple fishes, right? So there you go. For me, that just, it's very simple for me as looking at it in that way. So I find that when people talk about things in that way, it's a way of cutting you off from your source, cutting you off from your natural abilities. We all have this ability to channel. We all have the ability to understand what other people are thinking, we're all one. And so to think that, no, we're not supposed to do this, that's evil, it's just, I don't know. It's my pet peeve. And I just find, I'm not religious, but I just find that if you are I think that would be enough proof to tell you, you are meant to follow in his footsteps, and that's what he did. So anyway, that's my little spiel, I guess. Just because it always it's a pet peeve, I guess. It just gets to me. And I guess it's just one of those things that I really don't like, things that try to close people down, shut people down, just from personal experience. From growing up in a Catholic school and all this kind of thing, and just how, and this is nothing against religion, but just that I think it's something that should be addressed. If within a religion, that you shouldn't. We have these natural abilities. It's like we can ignore them, right? And that's fine, but it doesn't mean that they're not there. It's like the sun, right? We can ignore the sun, but we still get burnt by it. So let's see. TT Tracy say the movie is now Japanese Godzilla versus Mothra fire battle. Yeah, right. Anne-Marie, hey, hello Anne-Marie. TT Tracy, the simple parables are the best. Yeah, definitely. Hey Patty, hey Kathy. All right, we got like a full house here. TT Tracy say in the 90s there was a movement of what would Jesus do? People wore little bracelets with WWJD. I never heard of that. That's funny. Anne-Marie said, I think about this too and agree completely. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Just, and it shouldn't bother me, because it doesn't matter. People are free to do and think what they want, but I just feel like it's a way of shutting us down. Like people go to religion because they're looking for answers, they're looking for hope, they're looking for, and that's great. And then you go and then they say, don't do any of the things that come natural to you. They are bad. It's like, wait, I came here for hope, not to be like yelled at. All right, I think I've overstepped the bound. I'm feeling the little ting in the back of my head here. So I'm just going to go into a channeling here. And just what do they have to say for today? Here we are, January the 12th, 2025. Tomorrow in Japan, it's called the Coming of Age Day. So everyone who turns 20, when you turn 20, you become an adult. That's the adult age. And there's this big ceremony, and everyone dresses in kimonos, and the men dress in the male kimono, which is called a hakama. And it's pretty cool, pretty interesting thing. And in my town, they have a lot of what they're called, there's a term for them, they call them Yankees. And a Yankee is just, what it means is just a rebellious youth. And usually they like to ride around on like really loud motorcycles, and they kind of spike their hair up, and they do mohawks and stuff like that. And it's just an interesting subculture. But usually they do some crazy stuff. They get like the Japanese flag and they're waving it around, and they're like riding on top of their cars. And so that's pretty interesting. Yeah. And before I go into China, one other thing. I was doing some clearing today on this thing. I received something from a shrine, and I just wanted to share this. Just that computer networks, right? They and also Internet of Things, right? You guys maybe are familiar with that, the Internet of Things. Like my refrigerator, I just got a new refrigerator, and it's a smart refrigerator, because my old one was not so smart, whatever that means. But yeah, so it's got all these buttons inside, and I didn't turn on any of it, but I'm sure it's already on. It's like, he has eaten one yogurt today. He has not eaten any bananas. Let's file this away. We have all the information on this man. So, but anyway, so Internet of Things, smart meters, all these different things, right? They monitor you. Smart watches, right? They monitor your heartbeat. They monitor all of your, vital signs, and all that information is being tracked. It's a network. So by the same token, though, so these things that you get from, religious objects, for example, or I guess call it religious objects. So I got a religious object from the shrine you get every year, and you're supposed to hang it up. And I didn't want to. I don't feel comfortable with it. And I was doing some channeling on it, and I realized what it was. It's the same thing. It's like a smart meter, but it operates within the spiritual realm. And it brings down the energy, and it feeds the network of up to the main shrine. Each shrine has like a main shrine that they all go to. It's just like, for example, the Catholic Church, everything goes to the Vatican. So same thing with these shrines. Each shrine has a main shrine, and it's just a network. But I cleared the thing today, and it was just like, wow, and there was someone in there too. They were using the energy of this person, this woman who passed away about 100 years ago, 1917, and that was pretty interesting as well. But so my point is, sorry, is be careful about the things that you bring in your home. Be careful about, religious objects, or, like the tribal stuff. You go to the tribal store and they've got this like funky like statue and stuff like that. It's like the Brady Bunch. I don't know if I'm really, what am I calling it? I'm really dating myself, but the Brady Bunch. I watched the reruns. No, I think I watched the originals. But the Brady Bunch was a TV show from the 70s. And they have this one show where they went to Hawaii and they brought this Hawaiian statue back home, and it had, some bad mojo on it. And but anyway, so that sort of thing. And that if you want to clear, it's really easy to clear. It's nothing special. All you got to do is just clear it. You just meditate on it, and you work through it, and you find out what's in there, and you kind of look into it. Yeah, I should do like some session on how to clear stuff, because it's pretty easy to do, and it's something I think it's really necessary. It's like we clean our room, so why not we just clean the energy of stuff too? But anyway, that's my thing. TT Tracy say AI ice cubes, yummy. Yeah, exactly. TT Trace. Marsha was one of the characters from the Brady Bunch. And anyway. All right, so I'm going to go into the channeling. Do they have anything to say for today, January 12th, 2025? Here we go. Greetings, we are here. We are that one that you know of as Mary Magdalene. And what we'd like to bring forward today is that it's very important for all of you that when you are triggered by information, such as this being is, when he is triggered by this information he hears about religion, or whatever information it is that you hear, what we would say is to look at that trigger and find out what it is that is creating that, because this comes up for all of you for a very, very specific reason. Why is it that you should be bothered by what another thinks? It doesn't really matter to you. You are following your own path. So why, for example, with this being, why does this bring up such a feeling every time he hears something like this? This is something that needs to be addressed. This is an unresolved issue, is what we would say. And in order for you to walk the path of peace, it's very important for all of you that when these come up to you, that you understand that they come to you as presents. These are presents for you. This is a wonderful birthday present. You're birthing into your new self. Every time you find one of these triggers that make you feel a certain way, that make you feel a certain emotion, this is a present to you. And all you need to do is open it up and find out where the emotions are coming from. Where did it start? All these triggers have a start. There is always a start, and all you need to do is to get quiet and find out where it started. Okay, interesting. All right, very short today. Patty say yes to a session on clearing. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. That should be, that'd be a good one, I think. How to clear objects. Bring your cursed objects. And sorry, I have as you probably know, I don't really have a great sense of humor. Yeah, what did I want to share about that though? There's something else before I go. Yeah, I think I shared the story of there's this shop in my town, or my old town where I grew up, and it was this old kind of like shop, and they sold like tarot cards and all kinds of crazy books about all kinds of stuff like that, all the kind of new age stuff and all that. And I used to go there a lot because it was very interesting. And I've told this story so many times, but he was selling, the man there was about my age now, so about 50, almost 50. I'm almost 50. I think he was about 50. And he was selling tarot cards. And so I was just like, oh, I'll buy tarot cards, bring them home, whatever. And so I brought them home, and then you said you're supposed to put them under your pillow, put them in a silk pouch and put it under your pillow and sleep on it, and then it kind of personalizes the tarot cards. So in the middle of the night, I'm sleeping, and then all of a sudden, who comes into my room? So I have a sleep paralysis, where your body can't move, but your eyes are wide open. And I'm in my room, like looking up, and I can't move. And who's there standing above me but the owner of the shop who sold the tarot cards? And he's got his arms out like this, like he's kind of doing something like that. And I was like, this is not so good. So I kind of forced myself to wake up, which is something you can do with sleep paralysis. It just takes practice. I used to have a lot of it. So, so I woke myself up, and then I just took the cards and I threw them across the room, and I think I burnt them or something afterwards. But I found from a friend, I realized that they were already opened, and there was like candle wax all over them. They smelled really strongly like incense. And so it's like this guy was just like, he knew what he was doing, and I still think to this day, it's just like, wow, there's so many different hobbies you can have in this life. Some people play the piano, some people play the guitar. This guy, I don't know. So anyway, that's my story for today. Bedtime story. So anyway, Anne-Marie, you say, I love your sense of humor. You're too kind. That's, yeah. Sorry, I know it's not quite, yeah. I don't even know if it's humor. I don't know if it's not funny. It's just, yeah. Just have this, yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys are hopeful, and hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. And so, ciao for now. Thanks again. Thanks Anne-Marie and TT Tracy and Patty and Kathy and everyone else who's joining in. I thank you so much, and I hope you're hopeful. And hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. Ciao for now. And go beach. I was looking. I'm gonna stop this now. Ciao.